How high can Bitcoin go? We're at $47,000. Everyone is extremely bullish. Does that mean it's time to sell or to buy? Remember the last times that everyone on Twitter has been screaming, we're going to the moon, and then what happened after that? So if you don't want to get wrecked, watch the rest of this video. Price targets for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. I'm going to tell you exactly how high I think this thing is going to be going realistically so that you can actually take profits this time. And all of my recent trades. I've been absolutely crushing it, guys. I don't know how else to tell you that other than just to say it. I've been crushing these trades lately, and so let's talk about it. Let's just talk about the market really, really quickly. We're at Ethereum, we're at about $4,000 here. We're about to touch $4,000. This is pretty significant resistance here. You're probably thinking to yourself, let me just ape into Ethereum right now. I don't know, just be careful. $47,700 here for Bitcoin. Everything's looking wonderful. You're probably thinking, wow, we're going back to the moon. We're going back to $100,000 Bitcoin. And I'm not going to call anyone out here because, you know, I've been guilty of it in the past as well, getting too excited. And I've just been determined not to make the same mistake again, right? If you go on Twitter, and obviously not Pintoshi, this guy's a genius, but I'm not even going to pull up anyone. But there are some people that are getting a lot of engagement on Twitter and on YouTube, and they're doing that by just posting, to the moon, we're going bullish, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Like, have you guys seen those tweets? If you have seen any of those tweets lately, or if you just want an actual honest perspective on this market, will you please do me a favor and smash the like button? Because I'm going to be honest, guys, talking honestly with you guys and getting these, and just giving you my honest thoughts, it doesn't always get me as many views as saying, we're going to the moon, we're going to the moon. And, you know, I've just been straight up with you guys this whole time. I was completely wrong, and I'll be the first to admit it. Back here when Bitcoin was, you know, towards $69,000, I jumped on the bandwagon as well, just like everybody else. And I thought that we were headed back to new all-time highs right around here. And that was honestly just a bad call. You know, I was buying a bunch of altcoins up here, and it really wasn't great. But since then, I've learned my lesson. And the lesson that I've learned and that I want to communicate to you guys is that not every time someone makes a really bullish tweet that gets a lot of engagement on Twitter, does that mean that we're going back up to new all-time highs? Will we go higher in the short term? Yes. Are we going back to $70,000 again? I really, really, really don't think so. So I would urge you to watch the rest of this video because I have a plan to actually keep some of your money. If you lost your money last time, you know, along with the rest of us, and we all called it wrong up here, if this was painful for you, if this journey down was painful, try to remember what happened last time. And now that we've gone up a little bit here, let's see if we can keep some of these profits. Does that sound good to anyone? If that sounds good, smash the like button for me. Thank you so much. Okay. I want to explain why we've been going up here. It's very, very simple. First of all, we have some charts that are actually working. Pentoshi's been calling this right the entire time. He said that he thinks we're going to tag the yearly open, which is at $46,000. We tagged it, and he said, Bitcoin update, we tagged the yearly open. We're going to flip that to support and probably 50K next, maybe even 53K. I think that's a very good prediction. I think we could easily go to 50 or 53K Bitcoin, which means that Ethereum will do better. Some altcoins like Near will probably do even better than that. I have this mapped out here. We'll talk about that in a second. However, you need to know, if you're in this market right now, why is the price going up, right? What is the reason? And the reason for this is one simple man, and his name is Do Kwon. This dude is an absolute beast. He is the founder, the owner of Luna. He is the guy that controls the Luna money. And what he is doing is buying Bitcoin like a crazy person. You've probably already seen this on Twitter, but he's buying $125 million worth of Bitcoin pretty much every single day. It's absolutely crazy. So that is why we have demand. It's basic supply and demand, guys, supply and demand. And so you guys know I've been overall pretty bearish for the past few months. However, the second that this guy started buying Bitcoin, I immediately flipped and said, hey, we are going to go higher here in the short term. And if you've been following me on Twitter at all, you know that's the truth, okay? And so here's his wallet. I mean, they're accumulating Bitcoin, 27,000 Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks. So when someone comes in, when a buyer comes in and buys 27,000 Bitcoin over like a 2-week span, that's why the price goes up, guys. And everyone is on Twitter and they're going, oh, to the moon, to the moon. And it's really not to the moon. It's simple supply and demand. It's that down here when we were having, here, let me just go back. Like down here when he started buying, I think I can just find, I mean, you can just look at the chart and you can just see where this dude started buying, okay? If you go to the hourly chart and you just kind of like scroll back a little bit on Bitcoin, like where did Do Kwon really start buying? It was like right here at this strong buy signal right here. Well, maybe on the hourly chart, it was actually down here. It was like down here. And it's pretty obvious what happens when someone just keeps buying a bunch of Bitcoin, right? So we're going up, and that's great, and I'm not trying to poop on it. Good job, Do Kwon. Thank you for helping us make money. Like, it's amazing. But we have to think to ourselves right now, logically as humans, can this continue and how long can this continue? So if you go to his wallet, it's actually mucked up a little bit here. I think this is the wallet, I'm pretty sure, because it has $987 million in it right here. But people are like sending it transactions and weird stuff, so it's not showing up correctly. It was showing up earlier this morning, so I don't know what happened, but there's literally another $1 billion sitting here ready to purchase more Bitcoin. So he has at least $1 billion ready to go, maybe more. He eventually wants to buy 10 billion. I know that's what he said, but I think in the short term, I think he's going to be maxed out at another billion or maybe $2 billion of Bitcoin. That's still a lot of Bitcoin. I'm not going to lie. Like, I do think we could go up to these targets of 50 and 53K. However, guys, there's so much bad news on the horizon that just getting to the moon is just not smart. And I don't care if this video gets 1 million likes or not. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. So what I'm doing is I've decided to post all of my trades live. These are all my trades recently in the 2+2 Discord, as you can see here. So I bought a ton of Ethereum. I mean, if you were in 2+2, you would have seen this, but I bought a ton of Ethereum between 2,900 and 30,050. Obviously, that's worked out really well. And if you scroll down to the bottom here, I've taken some profits here at 3,400, right? I've taken a bunch of profits here at 3,400. I'm not going to show you all my trades. If you want to see all the trades that I'm doing live, it's very simple. You just have to buy one of these NFTs. They're super cheap right now because NFTs are definitely not in a bull market, and we're cheap. But literally, I'm talking about every single trade. There's so much alpha in this Discord. I love this project with all my heart, and this is what I'm doing with all my time. So if you're interested in being a closer part of an amazing community, jump into 2+2 Genesis. And while I'm talking about, stuff like this, BlockFi.com/Kale is where you can earn interest if you are not in the United States. I would really encourage you, for any money that you're not trading with, to earn interest. It's just free money, right? So BlockFi.com/Kale for those not in the US. But that was total side note, guys. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that, yes, I'm bullish short term. Yes, I'm excited that Do Kwon is buying Bitcoin. That's wonderful, right? It's absolutely wonderful. But we need to have a plan. We need to have an exit strategy. So my personal exit strategy is to just play these zones and to take profits as we go. So like I did today, and I said in Discord, I took profits here at about $4,700 Ethereum, or 4,400, excuse me, because if you look at the chart, it's just very obvious. Like whenever we get to the top of these ranges, you see all my little indicators here, we get to the top of these ranges. Look, we got to the top here, we had a little bit of a retest. We got to the top here, we had a little bit of a retest. Got to the top here, we had a little bit of a retest. Got to the top here, a little bit of retest. It's just, we've gone up a little bit too fast, in my opinion, and I think Do Kwon is done buying for the day. So I do think we could come back down here on Ethereum to around 3,300, somewhere in the middle of this range. Yeah, 3,300. I can buy it all back right here, and then we can go back up to, I don't know, 3,600, like easily, no big deal, right? But people that are telling you that we are headed to $69,000 Bitcoin, right? I think they're absolutely insane. I mean, absolutely nuts, because here's the stuff that's coming down the pipeline in the next few months. Number one is the April CPI data is getting released. This is getting released on April 12th. If this comes in at 10%, guys, markets are not going to like that. That could totally cap the rest of the summer. And you guys know that the summer is always a bad time for trading crypto, because, typically always, because the stock markets, they have this saying called sell in May and go away. It's because all of the hedge fund people, they go to the Hamptons and they stop trading during the summer. So there's not a lot of liquidity. The markets don't have a lot of boost behind them, and that doesn't help crypto, guys. And so my opinion is that we have maybe a couple weeks here while Do Kwon is still buying, while he still has money in this wallet, right, where we can ride this up. And then if we're smart buyers and smart investors, we should be thinking about taking profits. We should be taking some of those profits off the table, finding ways to earn income in DeFi and other ways throughout the summer, and then hopefully buying back in a lot lower. My ideal scenario, and I'm not God, I can't predict everything, but my ideal scenario would be something like this. We go up to, I don't know, 53K Bitcoin. That would be wonderful, right? 53K Bitcoin, like Pentoshi says, we take profits here, and then we earn money, we earn interest throughout the summer, and this timeline isn't right here on the screen, but just, look at the numbers. We earn interest, we come down here into the 30K range again, and we buy back in down here, right? We buy back in down here. We buy Ethereum back in, but much lower than it is now. And sorry, my charts are all jacked up. But does that make sense? That's my overall plan. So let me go back to the whiteboard. Wow, that's a really clean chart on the board. How high can Bitcoin go? I think we talked about that, 53K. Price targets for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, guys, I honestly see, sorry, this chart's so whack. I honestly see 3,700, 3,900. It depends. But here's the thing. It's sad to say this, guys, but the fuel that's going to get us up to like $3,900 Ethereum is not going to be like, oh, we're going to 10,000. No, it's just going to be people that don't listen and they just buy the top. It happens every single time. So like genuine demand for Ethereum will probably get us to like, I don't know, $3,500, right? And then everyone will be like all of a sudden interested in Ethereum again. You guys haven't been interested. You haven't been watching YouTube videos for like 3 months, but now I'm interested, to the moon, you know, because all these people on Twitter, and this is what happened to me too. Back in November, I got caught up in it, right? Everyone gets so excited. Everyone gets so bullish. And you're just like, oh, you feel this FOMO. You feel like you're going to miss out, right? And that's when you buy the top. And so you'll probably start, all the retail will come back in. They'll buy in right here, which will boost us up to like 38, 37, 30, I don't know, somewhere in here, $3,800. And that will be the top. That'll cap us off. And then all these people will lose all their money again. And it just happens every single time. And so I wanted to make a video to just tell you guys to be careful, right? So another altcoin that I've been buying, and then I posted in the Discord once again, and I bought it at $12. Like I literally bought this down here at $12. As you can see on this chart here, I already marked it out. I bought right here and I posted it in Discord live. So if you would have bought here, how much money would you be up? Let's just, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. I haven't been perfect, but over the past few months, I've been absolutely crushing this market. 13% move on near in the past, what is this, like 24, 48 hours, 13%. And it's just simple stuff. These lines are really, really good. And I'm posting this stuff live. And so near is a great altcoin. It's already moved a little bit though, guys. So I'm not going to tell you that jump into near. I'm looking for some more altcoins that we can possibly ride between this range of $47,000 Bitcoin up to $53,000 Bitcoin, because I think altcoins will obviously give you more return when we're bullish. However, it's also more risky. This is the range that I'm looking to play. 47,000 to 53,000. But if anything happens in Russia, if anything happens, there are so many events that could just totally tear this pump down, because the pump is fairly artificial, if I'm going to be honest to you. The pump is literally just one guy deciding to buy a crap ton of Bitcoin, okay? And coming down the pipeline over the next few months, we have April CPI data. We have the stuff that they're talking about in the All In podcast. If you are not listening to the All In podcast, you are smoking crack. You need to listen to this podcast every single week. There's 4 billionaires that sit in a room. These 4 dudes, they sit in a room. And if you go to the end of this podcast, if you go to the end, this is where they talk about an upcoming recession. This dude is a multi-billionaire, okay? Chamath, he's a very smart guy. And they're talking about recession. Raoul Paul, also worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He said every single time. He said possibly the most robust indicator of an impending recession is when the Fed dismisses inverting yield curve. If you don't know what an inverting yield curve is, I don't know what to tell you. I don't have time to explain it to you. So there are so many signs of recession coming down the pipeline, and it's lining up with this April CPI data release. It's lining up with the sell in May and go away rhetoric. Okay, and so I am not comfortable telling you guys with, that we are going back to all-time highs. If we do, we do. I am comfortable in saying, look, we can go to $53,000 maybe, and then it's probably time to take profits. Maybe we go higher, but the likelihood is that at some point here over the next few weeks, I don't know if it's a month, I don't know how long Do Kwon can keep buying this much Bitcoin. That's really the key. As soon as this guy stops buying Bitcoin, I would skip very, very strongly. This is what I'm telling my family. This is what I'm telling my friends. This is what I'm telling you here on the camera. And I hope you can tell I'm being honest. Sell. When this guy runs out of money, sell. There are no other positive factors in the market. And if just because someone is tweeting on Twitter, I'm mega bullish to the moon, and it gets a lot of engagement, that does not mean that you are going to make money in this market. So if you want to follow someone who's actually sober about this stuff, come follow me at Kale. I haven't been getting any more followers. Ever since I've just been like, people I guess only like bullish Kale. And I honestly wish I never would have been bullish before, because I was wrong when I was really bullish back here at 69K. So I don't know, whatever. The past is the past, guys. I'm going to give it to you straight. If you enjoy this, smash the like button. Hopefully I'll see you guys here soon. I'm not going to make a video every single day. This market is too volatile. It's too crazy. And I'm focused more on 2+2. I'm focused more on this community. And so I'm posting all my trades live in here. If you want to see my day-to-day trades, come in and watch. Otherwise, I'll post a video whenever I get around to it, because this is not my priority. My priority is my community, and my priority is just literally trying to be so locked in on this market and so sober-minded about this market that we can actually predict things correctly. And I've been really successful over the past couple months. Thank God. Knock on wood. Let's hope that continues. All right. Thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Peace. Bye.